Heidi, you often say fund the student, not the system. Can you explain what that means? And then Danny will add his thoughts as well.
Sure. If you guys have seen what's happened in Arizona and Florida and some other states, I believe Tennessee, Kentucky, the way they're improving their school systems is by choice, transparency, and competition. But if you tell a young mother who has 2 jobs and is struggling to get by that she has choice, she can go to put her child in a private school or homeschool, she doesn't have the resources to do that. She needs access to those dollars. So every child is kind of, has, like, think of it as a backpack of dollars that are attached to them in Colorado through the system. And those dollars should be able to go anywhere that the family wants to. We should trust the families. There should be no strings attached. We should trust the families to do what's best for their children. As Danny said, all of our kids learn differently, and we may have 4 different kids that go to 4 different schools or homeschool, etc. But it is time to do better for our kids, and parents have to be the lead on that. So the money will follow. So if you are in a school, you're not comfortable with what's happening in the classroom, or your kids aren't learning to read or write, you can pick a different choice, and you can have the dollars to do that. Does it make sense? Yes. Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah. So I mentioned to you that 22,000 students left the public system, right? Well, those parents are still paying taxes. So that $14,000 or so a kid, not only are they paying that to the school that no longer exists, so we have fewer students, more administrators, higher costs. If I ran a business that way, I wouldn't be in business very long. And so to the point, I agree with Heidi. We have to fund the family to make sure the families have a choice, because here's who's being affected by this. When you look at Denver public school system and you say only 5% of black and brown kids can read at grade level, grade 3, 5%. That is shameful. Those parents don't have a choice to move their kids to a place where they can learn. And what we're doing is we're leaving 1/3 of our population behind. 1/3. We can ill afford to do that. We have to do better. What are they afraid of? Why not give parents that choice? Why not fund the families? And that's why I support the plan by Heidi Ganahl, to make sure that families are funded and not schools.